I'm breaking down today one of my absolute favorite client wins from last year, and that is one of my clients who within just 60 days of working together, so within just 2 months of working together, she'd already made more than she had made in the whole of 2022. The entire year, made more than that in 60 days of working together, and I'm going to break down for you exactly how she did that and what lessons you can take away from this for your own business if you're wanting to drastically increase your income very, very fast as well. So for context, this client, we really began working together at a time when her business income was really feeling like it was stagnating for her. So she had been very much in the same place for a long time, very much at the same income level. It was very much flat kind of growth, and she was really ready for more. She was really wanting to increase her growth here. But the big piece was she wasn't even sure what she was missing. She wasn't sure what that missing piece was because she'd been doing a lot of things and doing them really well, but she wasn't really sure what that missing gap was for her. So we really took a look at her entire business. That's the best part about one-to-one, obviously. We can have a full overview of her entire business. And we really began with her messaging to start with. And this was a big piece which we noticed was just not connecting with people, not actually getting her the leads that she was needing in her business to actually get the clients she wanted to hit the income goals which she had in the first place. And within just weeks of working together, of changing this messaging, and after focusing on this messaging to start with, she was getting ideal clients reaching out to her again that she had not had happen in months and months and months in her business. And she had grown her audience as well. And within our first month working together, she had already hit her monthly income goal just from that first month. So we're going to break down how that actually happened and what are the big takeaways essentially with this. So the first piece is to stop guessing what is missing in your business. Stop trying to make assumptions about what is actually missing and trying to think, okay, maybe this is the missing piece. So maybe I'll do a course on this, when actually it could be something else entirely different. And a lot of the times I notice when people are seeing it just not working in the way that they're wanting it to, there's a different missing piece to what they actually think is the missing piece. So what they think is missing and they're trying to improve on, and they're doing the courses in and they're taking the masterclasses around. Actually, it's a whole other thing that we need to be working on, and we can try and fix the other areas as much as we want, but until we fix this actual problem, we're not going to get the results and we're not going to hit the goals that you're wanting to hit. So if something isn't working in the way that you actually want it to, you do not need to make guesses about why it isn't working. Literally just talk to an expert. Just have that one-to-one time with someone, because we literally within our first session together were able to really quickly identify what actually wasn't working for her and essentially just diagnose the problem. And then from my perspective as her coach, it's this reaction. It seems fairly obvious for me, but for her, it was really tricky actually figuring out what the problem was. So we were able to look over every part of her business, really identify where that missing piece was. And for her, this was messaging that we really needed to start with. So stop guessing what is missing and actually figure out actually what is missing, because that will help you so much in terms of actually diagnosing this problem and actually fixing the problem then in the first place. The second takeaway with this is you really need ideal clients in your space. By this, I mean you really need to make sure that you are selling something that your audience actually want and need. So you're not just selling something that they're not even connected with and they're not even resonating with and they're not even, becoming leads for in the first place because it's not something they want or need. We need to make sure we actually have an audience where we can sell something that they do want and need. And there's really that connection piece. And if the ideal clients aren't yet in your audience, now is the time to actually start growing and attracting the right people. So we really focused on growing her audience here with the right type of ideal clients. But the really great thing was she realized that a lot of people on her account were not really ideal clients. So she started actually a brand new account in this time and really started growing that. And she was able to hit her income goal with only around 100 followers. We were literally at 100 followers when she was then hitting that income goal. And we really focused on, of course, different growth strategies for how she could grow this. But really here, we didn't focus on quantity, but we really focused on quality of people and how can we just get better people into her space that are really perfect dream clients, so that it means she can actually only need 100 followers to actually hit her income goal then. So that was what a really big differentiator was for her as well, of actually creating that new account, having that new space, and actually really being able to get the people who did actually want and need her work into her space. So when she was selling something, it was really clear to them that this is something they should buy and this is really going to support them. So these are the big takeaways that I would say as her coach. that really helped her to actually make more just in 60 days working together than in the entire last year in her business. So if you found this helpful, definitely give this a like. Make sure you subscribe so you do not miss any other videos. I'm posting daily. So I will see you in the next video tomorrow.